Welcome to this video on solving a radical equation. As an example, I have the following radical equation. 3 times the square root of x minus 4 equals 20. And I'm going to solve this. The key to solving a radical equation is to find a way to eliminate the radical symbol, the square root sign in this case. And how we do that is by squaring, because the squaring is the opposite function, the inverse function, of taking the square root. But in order to do squaring of the square root, I need to get the square root by itself. So I'm really, in effect, solving for this square root of x. So that's what I'll proceed to do. I'm going to solve for the square root of x. The first thing I will do is to add 4 to both sides, because in that way I can eliminate the minus 4 from the left-hand side. And when I do that performance, I will have 3 times the square root of x equals 24. All right, I'm much closer, but I now need to divide both sides by 3. In that way, the 3's will cancel, and I'll be left with the square root of x equal 8. Now that I have the square root of x all by itself on one side, now I can square both sides safely. Squaring is the opposite of taking the square root, so what that does is it gives me back my original x. Squaring undoes the square root, so the square root symbol goes away. And 8 squared is 64. And that is my candidate answer. I say candidate because no problem is complete until we've actually checked our work. So now I'm going to check that I have the correct answer. And how I'll do that is I'll plug my answer in for x in my original equation. So x equals 64. I'm now going to have 3 times the square root of 64 minus 4. And I'm wondering, is that indeed equal to 20? Well, I'll solve this. 3 times the square root of 64 is 3 times 8 minus 4. Still wondering if it's equal to 20. 24 minus 4 cannot stand the suspense. 24 minus 4 is 20, and that is indeed equal to 20. So I've completed my check. And that's it. An example of solving a radical equation. Enjoy.